hello, I have all the Wakestone shards, but I'm gonna talk to you about it in a moment, lady. Just in case it triggers a quest and I can't go, like, change my shit. Man, what else does Ranger get?
Have your pick. What will it be today?
Just out of curiosity. For daggers, nothing we don't already have. Six-fold arrow. Advanced heptad. Deathly arrow. Advanced dire arrow. Total the amount of time spent charging, hell yeah. Well aligned shot that can pin target to a wall for that's kind of neat. Meteor shot, exceptionally fast arrow, allowing one to fire with precision from afar. Huh. Footbinder sounds nuts or silly. Oh my god, 65 months. Thank you, Rose Red, for the continued support. You know I appreciate it. Exceptionally fast, allowing for fire from precision afar. Grab Footbinder just for fun. Quick loose. Less time between arrows. Seems good. Allows your lantern to illuminate a wider area. And extend the limits of your health. Radiance one actually sounds kind of neat.
What will it be today?
Alright.
Have your pick. Any you like.
If I remember what Odysseia told us last time,
What will it be today?
there is another
Have your pick. Come again.
quest before the end here. So maybe we don't switch back to Magic Archer just yet. We go do the other quest first, and then switch back.
Me, I've no iron. The master works all. You can't go.
Just to see a little bit more of what this thing might have for us, you know?
The master works all. You can't. If you expect them coming.
We got our 20 Wakestone shards. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Oh, we gotta get horseback. Do-do-do. Horse, you coming somewhere? There you are.
Yes, Arisen. I am honored.
Business with the guilds?
Okay. Let's see what we can do. So the other thing I've been doing all week is playing Street Fighter 6 again. Because Ed finally came out.
I fear there will be no returning to this place. Are you prepared to journey on?
Okay.
This pawn will await you.
This is saying point of no return. We're swapping back to Magic Archer first. How's it been? So I'm pretty torn on it. I personally have some issues, not with Ed, but with... I mean, I guess it's kind of with Ed. Ed is just epitomizing it, I guess. And that's mostly the introduction of Ed in Street Fighter V was explicitly, I am talking to the wrong person, was explicitly a attempt to bring a different control style to Street Fighter, one that might be considered easier. And they took ideas from that and moved them forward into what is now modern controls, right? Now, modern controls for me goes... in some way, too far is not the right word. What is the word I need here? It's not that it goes too far in, like, what it does. It's that it, it changes the control scheme in a way that isn't what I personally am looking for. It does make it easier. They add auto combos, all that kind of stuff. But, like, I still play on a fight stick, right? And playing on a fight stick means that there's a certain amount of... there's a certain amount of control style that is better or worse. And what modern controls in Street Fighter 6 is worse for a fight stick. It is very much a hold a controller. It makes sense if you're using a controller. Y'all know I don't play fighting games on a controller. I play it on my fight stick. So already we're on a, like... modern is not working well for me. But there's a certain extent to which I can kind of agree with some of the changes they would then make to Ed by saying, hey, we're going to have a modern Ed because every character has modern now, and we're going to have a classic mode that plays more like old Street Fighter characters. It does take a little bit of control away from you, but that's not really the issue for me. The issue is... I guess, yes, the control it takes away from you is the issue. It's just not in the way that you're thinking. Because it takes it away in a really weird way. But anyway. So the part that actually gets me isn't like, okay, they've taken away Ed's 2-button specials. For the most part.
There's not for it. Come, let's jump.
But there's other stuff I can agree with. For example, before I trigger this quest thing, for example, a lot of characters in older Street Fighters have mashing specials where, like, you press one input a bunch of times rapidly, you'll get a special move. You'll see that from Chun-Li with her lightning kicks. You'll see that from Honda with his 1,000 palm strike. Ed had one of those, and they took all of those away from Street Fighter 6 and gave them all a different input. So taking that one away from Ed makes sense. I'm totally on board. I get it. The ones that really are killing me are like the fireball. In Street Fighter V, it was just forward, medium, and then you affected what speed you wanted with light, medium, heavy, right? Changing that to quarter circle forward, fine, whatever. Changing the follow-up where you shoot the fireball to require a forward press feels really strange to me. You still have light, medium, heavy. Now quarter circle on all of them does the startup move. Even though there's no difference. The only difference is the fireball follow-up on light, medium, heavy. But you have to hold forward and the button for it. And so it makes some, like, really weird sequences that are like, why do I need to hold forward here? The bigger one is actually the new move. They gave him a command dash with 2 kicks, which already has me going, if you're keeping a press 2 kicks as a special move, on his kit, why did you take away his 2 punches one and move that to a motion input? That seems weird to me. He still has 2 kick input. Why can't he still have 2 punch input? But that's not the bigger issue. The bigger issue is the 2 kick input has a follow-up as well with punch. Press forward and any punch button to do the follow-up. Depending on when you press the punch button, you get a different thing. It doesn't matter what level of punch you press, the move is only affected by when you press it. But it again requires forward and punch, which makes that input super awkward for me, because if I'm doing it from a crouching normal, I have to hold down, do my crouching normal. I cannot press 2 kicks while crouching. I have to go back to neutral and press 2 kicks, or go to forward and press 2 kicks. But if I go from down, down, forward, forward, and press 2 kicks, I get an EX special move instead. So I can't do down, down, forward, forward, 2 kicks, and keep holding forward for my forward punch, because I won't get the fucking command dash. And so it's this really just like awkward... It almost feels like they added Ed to Street Fighter V specifically targeting people saying, hey, new input scheme to be more friendly to people. And then they brought Ed, and like they heard pro players, I guess, criticizing Ed as like not fun because his inputs are too easy. And they moved him into 6 with this modern control thing that is like, we can do whatever we want with characters because modern control is there for everybody. Except for me, I'm that weird edge case where I think modern feels like fucking trash. And then they made Ed like actually one of the most complex characters in Street Fighter 6. Which feels like it's going to... And for me too, like I'm still playing him. I think his kit is really cool. I like a lot of the aesthetic things they did to him and changed him with. The way they actually changed his inputs straight up makes it not feel like I'm playing the same character anymore, though. It's like changing Guile to a motion character. Someone who likes holding down back and doing charge inputs, suddenly having to do quarter circle forward inputs, is gonna be like, all the moves are the same, but this isn't fucking Guile, you know? So that's like actually my fucking issue with all of it. It's just it. I'm still playing him, but like I'm hitting some frustrations that are like the fireball one is probably the most egregious, just because in Street Fighter 6, tap forward, medium punch, and then it didn't matter what other inputs you're doing, press another punch to do your follow-up. And now I have to hold forward to do that fireball follow-up. And super frequently I'll do the quarter circle forward for the input beginning, and then I'll be like returning to neutral and pressing the other one to do the fireball follow-up, and I don't get it. Because I have to fucking hold forward. And it just does not feel like the same goddamn character from something that simple.
Yes, at last with them.
It's very
I
frustrating.
fear they'll end this, Arisen.
But I'm planning to eventually stream some of that. Maybe next week. Do a Fight Stick Friday or something. After I put a little more time into him and feel more confident in actually doing what I'm trying to do. Okay. So the Wakestone shards have opened a portal. I didn't actually check what my skills are. I have the wrong skills. Actually, I have mostly the right ones for my arrow, but I have one of the wrong skills for my dagger. I think? Okay, we have Shearing Wind and Advanced Trigger. I wanted that one that's supposed to boost magic or something, right?
Take a cue. And now, have your pick. What will it be today?
I like Sunflare a lot, but we're actually looking for Magic Rebalancer, right? Boost magic and magic defense. I feel like I had done something silly with that. I was gonna put it instead of Cutting Wind. We'll keep that and do that. No more dashing at people like we've been doing for the whole game. Hey Mangan, what other rings and shit do we have? We have so many. Resistances. Knockback foes more. Resistance to blind. Link burst strike. Ingle high Ingle. Try that. Knock people back with my arrows more frequently. Okay, here we go. But yeah, he very much does not feel like the same character. And it's because they went beyond just changing a couple inputs. I still think he is very cool. There's a lot of cool shit, but it's just Alright, let's see what the fuck we're doing here. Okay. I have escaped the yoke of eternity.
Well met, Arisen.
Hi.
I'll not waste time on rhetoric. Defeat me, and take my place as keeper of this world.
Are you still the dragon?
Saw it awaiting you at the end of your descent. Aye, the same world you've traveled to arrive at this place. A world you may well now inherit. It is a simple proposition.
Am I ready to fight God? Maybe. I didn't realize I was playing a fucking Shin Megami Tensei game.
The will to survive.
Yes, fight, Arisen.
Oh, I don't get my pawns for this?
What is it that impels you? What force spurs you on? What sustained your wanderings and led you here? I ask you, what is it that makes you alive? 'Tis volition, unbending will. You are here because you willed it, Arisen. That alone has brought you here.
Get magicked. Wait, did I already fucking beat him? That can't be right. Wasn't really looking at his health. There he is.
Consider the infinite potential.
Feels like it comes out of nowhere a little bit. Oh, hey, me.
Just as you call forth pawns, so I command all life into existence. Call it divine creation if you must, but expect none of the mercy men seek in their gods. This is cold truth. The unbending reality of a world without compassion. The world and all its denizens are but empty vessels.
They're calling all of us
In
pawns?
that regard, no different than the
Yeah.
pawns. Without volition, there is no true life. The world falls stagnant, dead as an ocean with no current to guide it. That volition is tempered by the struggle for survival. The decision, just like yours, to fight. Just as the pawns need a master's command, so the world thirsts for the will to live.
Let us continue, Arisen.
Oh,
Show that you are more than an empty vessel, animated by forces unseen. Show that the temper of your soul is strong enough to command far more than mere pawns. Show that your will is fit to bind the fraying circle of this world and hold it fast.
he doesn't even have health. What is happening?
Struggle now and cling to life. Show that living holds worth enough to fight for.
Maybe I'm a little over leveled for this fight. What is this? Feels so weird. Oh, that's also me.
It is time to decide. Will you claim your right as Arisen? Or shrug the burden and seek peace in oblivion? Just so. One foot after the next, come what may. That is what it means to live. Turn back now, and I will grant you a merciful death. The choice is yours, Arisen. Yours alone.
They actually give you a weird choice at the
Simple
end?
choice, Arisen. Step forward or retreat. Accept the quiet emptiness of a false peace, a false life.
I mean, we always go forward. You know this game. Alright, who am I shooting? Are these like actually bad guys? Yes, okay. Edmund Dragonborn. These all former Arisens or something? Oh, Madeline! I'm sorry, Madeline. Oh, there's the dumb king. Oh, you're not my beloved. I am not killing my beloved. Fuck that.
I was always so afraid. You seemed ever like to leave for something I could not.
Alright, let's just run past my former friends here. Honestly, just RPing at me.
You are close now. So very close to me.
What?
Come, Arisen.
Oh, you're the guy from the beginning.
I shall meet you on your own terms, joined by my own companions of old. You stand now at its end, Arisen. See your journey through.
Hey, Mango, nice to have you join me again. Oh, now I suddenly wish I had horse.
It repeats upon itself that all the world. So this
Attack the Seneschal!
Oh,
Please, fight.
Mango, get up, you fool!
It repeats upon itself, and all the world may repeat with it. So this cycle continues.
I already did. Mango, were you learning from Horse though? Since when did you start grabbing guys like that? This is a fucking weird end fight.
To test your will. It is the fate of all Arisen.
Uh-huh.
You and I swept up in the current, same as the rest.
So you are also an Arisen.
Each tempers the volition of the next, and the endless cycle continues.
It's the only way to beat the boss. Ah, I see.
And so, until the coming of a new soul fit to craft the will to live, someone like you. Until that day, may you guide the world ever justly.
What a weird fucking ending.
I present you with the Godsbane blade. Those who arise to oversee this world are undying, save by this brand's kiss.
I thought I already had that in my inventory. It's like a quest item. Got it from the dragon, I thought.
As the world's new seneschal, use it now to vouchsafe freedom to your weary servant.
Even we who traverse the rift do not ken what lies beyond.
New crown sovereign and keeper of eternity. Grant me now this single boon. The fire of my life is spent in guttering. Give me freedom with the kiss of the Godsbane blade. If there is aught you wish to know afore my death, you need but ask.
Yeah, let's fucking talk a little bit, my guy.
What would you hear of me?
Okay.
The seneschal is steward to the world.
Uh-huh.
The world you traveled now rests in your care. Just as the Arisen calls Pawn into being and sets them to motion, the seneschal holds dominion over all living things.
Sure.
There are those who would call such a being Maker or God. I cannot deny the claim any more than affirm it. In the end, call it what you will. Such is the office I have served, just as those before me and you beyond unto eternity.
Okay, so does...
This place is familiar.
New crown sovereign. The fact, if there is aught, my knowledge.
So does the seneschal then,
is yours to take.
when they're getting near the end of their life or whatever, create a dragon? I'm guessing he was speaking through the dragon at the beginning and every time we talk to the dragon. But like it create a dragon to find a replacement? Is that what's happening?
Pawns exist astride the rift. They speak of a multitude of worlds, each infinite unto itself. Limitless in span and lost to time, these worlds extend in an eternal, perfect loop. Just as a ring lacks start and end, so this world has no origin, no final terminus. If it does, they lie beyond our ken. We are prisoners of unpassing time, wandering an unending land. What lies beyond, we cannot know.
Oh, what the fuck? And then... and then they're tying in the pawn stuff here in a way that actually, like... when they talk about the looping of the world and stuff, in a way, it also... Okay, dragon is a different being, but the seneschal sends the dragon to find the next arisen. So, okay. Not like speaking through the dragon, but still. Then with this whole bit about, like,
if there is all my knowledge,
how is the world composed,
is yours to take.
Is actually kind of interesting from a, like, both this is how they crafted this world to exist, but also as a justification for how pawns exist in this world and why they can go between different people's games, on top of the way that the game works and theoretically your ability to New Game Plus it and go through the loop multiple times. The world has its own justification for the meta of how a video game functions, which is fucking wild? What? Okay.
Life in the world and with it death. Naught lasts forever. Each rises and falls in its time. But such is a death akin to that of pawns. They appear in this world and vanish, only to appear again, like bubbles in a mountain spring. As so it is with all that lives within this eternal world. In time, you will come to see it happen under your watch. Each beast, each blade of grass, each human life is born to die and be born again in endless rhythm. Not lasts forever. Yet all persists unto eternity. New crown sovereign. If there is,
we got one more. What is will?
Will is that which led you to this place, and that which turns the eternal wheel of the world. Along the endless
depending on how they phrase
there
this.
Are some born with a hunger. They yearn for some other, better place. They are the arisen.
Okay.
Nascent fountainheads of will.
Okay.
And so the dragon is sent into the world
There was
to
a...
guide the arisen, and refine them, to temper their wills into aught capable of sustaining the world. And so the cycle of our world has e'er continued.
There's a small part of me that was worried they were going to try to, like, the way they were going to talk about the will was like, oh, the will is like this weird thing that comes from behind your head, like, from somewhere we don't understand as, like, the player is the will, and I was like, oh, I hope they don't. And they didn't, so that's good. Alright, my guy. I will grant you your wish.
Not, for I welcome the release. At long last, I am free of eternity, of infinity, free of the cruel, unending ring.
Oh, we leveled up. What do you know? Next quest, live as the Seneschal. Alright. It's a hell of a quest. Oh, wait, I am in fact not actually done. Okay, I can't interact. Hey, look, Pablo, the wind blew the door open. Is my love still out here? At my old house? No, Celine is gone. That's a little weird. But then again, if it's already started a new loop, that makes sense. Like if I'm now Seneschal of this world, but in a new loop, right? So Celine wouldn't be there? What happens if I... Okay, the dark tentacle things are still there. I still can't go in the water. What happens if I go to the map? I cannot go to the map. Go look at some other bits of the world, maybe? No. Okay, I'll sit again. But there's something I'm supposed to do in... Oh no. I guess I'm just looking around the world. Teleporting around. So are we in a new loop? We are in a new loop. Because the hole is gone. Hey, Grand Sorn in. You sure were a thing, weren't you? Is... the fucking Duke still gonna be the dude? I do have the God-killing sword, and I have debated it. It seems like a thing I could do, but I figured I would run around here a little bit first. Like, I don't have access to my equipment when I'm here. The Duke's still here, or does this teleport me out? Okay. I want to see, like, one more... Hold on, hold on. I want to see where else it takes me. I want to see, like, which places it takes me to. Oh, is it only the 2 towns? Okay. That's too bad. I was hoping I could, like, run around in the outer world area a little bit, maybe. I wanted to see if I could, like, find some of the other... state changey shit. It doesn't take damage. Alright. Yeah, let's go break a loop, shall we? I did comment about having the God-killing sword. After all that talk about having the will, you know? Hold. See, it's not gonna... The dude took it out of himself. Right? So, how could this kill me? And not just go inside me. I need to find another person to do... It's fine. Did it work? Also mango. That was a... of all the mango lines there, just no. Hi, Mango. Oh. Mango, your voice got way higher suddenly. Look, it's the end of fucking Tears of the Kingdom. With fucking Mango. Oh, what the fuck? It's a million mangoes. All the different loops of Mango. the Celine storyline. Hey, Celine.
You're like me, aren't you? As my grandmother gave me life, he gave you yours.
Exactly. The Celine story. I wonder how different.
Gave us death, and with it, true life. This.
I wonder how
is what he
different
wanted
this
for us.
scene is, depending on who your beloved is. But Celine's whole story about them being a pawn from an Arisen, and then the Arisen died, and the pawn became like a full person. Some beloveds are clueless? I bet. I bet. So Mango became me. Oh, I missed. My loading screen was too fast. I'm gonna have to fucking read that in the VOD later. Well, I'm very glad I picked fucking Celine as my beloved. I feel like that was a good damn choice for what that ending gave us. What a fucking weird... Hey, Severa. Burned into the pages of the book. Level 63 Magic Archer. We made 2.3 million gold. Way to go, Mango. Mango Munty. Oh boy. What a truly fascinating game. Hey, Alfelt. We got to go basically through the whole thing with Horse and Alfelt. I do wonder what, what's the word I'm looking for here? I wonder what the Dark Arisen stuff does insofar as fleshing out the story parts, because I know there is something in there about the nature of the world, so to speak. Thanks, Rook, for helping us start our journey forever ago. I don't care enough to figure out a way to stream that, obviously, but I might play more of this game on my own time at some point, just from a curiosity standpoint. Oh yeah, we used Mario on our, like, first stream. Because, we didn't have Munchums and Odyssea's pawns yet. But truly, the nature of the world, the loop and stuff is super weird and, like, not what I would have expected. Dark Arisen stuff is just smooshing in the Bitter Black Isle stuff into one game. Oh, there's not some, like, weird story or, like, lore of how Arisens work and like the nature of the world in that? I thought there might be. Because the subtitle Dark Arisen makes it sound like it would, you know? One Arisen has will, one Arisen has the will to stop the Arisen, and that's the Dark Arisen or some shit. Truly, though, what a fucking weird... Hey, here's the nature of our world. And now knowing that they're... Oh, it's at the end of it? Yeah. If there is, it's at the end, I'm sure. But now knowing this about the nature of the world and everything, and them making a sequel, is interesting. Like, do you think they're going to have more or less a lot of the landmarks from this game in there, you know? Like, is it going to be Grand Soren again? Sequel's confirmed to be another reality. Don't know if it's going to be the same loop. And it is set in a different location. Okay. Well, I mean, different location. We heard about other locations in this game, right? Mercedes and whatever her name is, the like obsessed with you Duke lady wife person. They're both from like other places in the world. Yeah, I don't know. I'm I'm both thrown for a loop and really interested. Because, like, yeah, fighting God came out of fucking nowhere. It truly did. But the nature of the world that they give you because of that is super cool, actually. And the way that it loops in on the way that, like, video games work, I think is fucking cool. You don't often see a game that tries to take the conceptualization, I guess, of how video games function and try to put it into the structure of the world. Not even the structure of the story, the structure of the world. Alright, I just want to see what happens if we hit load game now. Yes. It's fun when a game tries to work mechanics into lore. Yes, I agree. Countless lifetimes come to pass. Uh-huh. I guess if I was technically New Game Plusing at this point, I would technically be playing Mango inside of Severa? Which is weird, but sure. I don't remember this cutscene. Maybe I'm just forgetting. There's the dragon. Getting sent out into the world to look for an Arisen. Oh no, I remember this cutscene. Okay, I'm just going crazy. It's kind of like coming out of a fucking Everfall rift, though, isn't it? Which really does make it seem like the Seneschal, at the very least, is summoning the dragon to do what it needs. Hi, harpies. What a truly wild game. So does this just start you all the way at the beginning again? Yeah. Yes, I'm ready to play. Like, beginning. I was basically wondering, like, is it going to dump me at the, like, prologue thing, or is it going to dump me at, yeah, it dumps you at, like, the prologue. I was wondering if it was going to dump you at, like, waking up after the dragon touching your chest. Taking your heart. Oh no, it's the Dargon! Okay. I'm good, game. I'm gonna quit. Hang on. Again, I might go and play some of this on my own time again here in the future, but we shall see. Can I just... Alright. It's fine. I don't need to save. Wild.